Happy New Year, everybody. It's me, Random Ross. It's the start of the year. I thought, why not make my first video of 2026 a video of films and TV shows that I'm anticipating this year. So, these are no rankings. They're no, none like, no like top lists or anything like that. These are TV shows and movies that I am genuinely looking forward to coming out this year in 2026. So yeah, let's do the TV shows first because I'm looking forward to what's coming out on TV this year. So, like I say, these will include returning TV shows as well. That will be like new seasons for this year. So yeah, let's crack on, shall we? So, TV shows that I am anticipating this year. Well, first of all, I'm anticipating um, Vision Quest, which is said to be the final, um, mini-series in this trilogy we got from Marvel Studios, that being WandaVision and Agatha all along. We're gonna see, well, that whole thing with Vision that was left, open at the end of WandaVision. Another MCU show that I'm anticipating, that's coming out this year. I don't know, I can't remember when, but coming out later this month from Marvel Studios, we got Wonder Man, which stars, I can't pronounce the actor's name, I'm not even going to try and do it, but he is in the title role. Like I say, I'm not fully familiar with Wonder Man, so it's been interesting to getting to know him in this iteration. Um, Another TV show that I'm anticipating is Star Trek Starfleet Academy, a spin off sequel to Star Trek Discovery after that concluded. We see cadets in the Starfleet Academy, and I believe that the Doctor, not Doctor Who, the Doctor from Star Trek Voyager is returning as well in this. I'm also looking forward to Lanterns, which is a DCU project from James Gunn. We got Nathan Fillion in Superman. He's coming back to lead this show in the DCU, where with the Green Lanterns, and we're going to see Jon Stewart in the DCU as well. Yeah, a lot of these are superhero shows, but I like superhero content. Um, and returning shows, what are like Daredevil, Born Again season 2, originally planned as a 18-part one-time season. I'm glad they decided to break it into 2 seasons instead of having it one, because that'd be a bit of a commitment watching it every week, you know. Another one, Malcolm in the Middle, Life is Unfair, a revival of the classic 2000s sitcom Malcolm in the Middle. We see them return for 4 episodes, which is coming out on Disney Plus in the spring of this year. So I'm looking forward to that. Be nice to catch up with the Wilkinsons. Since the show ended over 20 years ago now. And I still love watching that show. It makes me chuckle. I love Bryan Cranston as Hal. Before he was Walter White, and to me, he's always going to be Hal from Malcolm in the Middle. And we have Frankie Muniz return. Everyone returning except for Dewey. He's going to be recast because the young actor playing him doesn't act anymore. But yeah, Malcolm in the Middle, Life is Unfair. Another anticipating show is Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is a prequel show to Game of Thrones. And House of the Dragon. Even though I wasn't too impressed by season 2, I'm still holding out for season 3. And of course, The Boys, season 5, the final season. I'm loving this, Boys franchise. I love the second season of Gen V that we got in 2025. This, I'm sure it's going to be worth the 2-year wait to see what happens next for The Boys. It's the final one. It's said to be the most brutal and the most bloodiest yet, and I'm like, bring it on. So yeah, TV shows and also other TV shows which I believe may come out or may not come out later this year. I want to say Wednesday season 3. I enjoyed season 1 and 2, but I believe they start filming for that next month if they can. I'm like I say, I'm not expecting this to be released in the later part of 2026. I'm thinking maybe early or mid 2027. Who knows? But we're definitely getting a third season, and production begins in Feb. But yeah, a good year for TV coming up, and I'm sure I'll be ranking a lot of these in my top 10 best TV shows of this year by the end of this year. I mean, we've only just got started with the year. I mean, we're probably, at the time of making this video, we're only 2 days in. So yeah, those are TV shows I'm anticipating. Now to the next part, movies that I am anticipating this year. So we got a lot of movies coming out. So films that I'm anticipating are, for January, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. I wasn't too impressed with 28 Years Later, but I was happy to see a third movie. And given the ending of that, we get this sequel less than a year later. I hope that does better. Also, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing, Fockers in Law, which is the fourth film in the Meet the Parents franchise. This time, I believe Ben Stiller is going to be in the role of like Robert De Niro sort of role. But Robert De Niro is returning still. But we're gonna get Ariana Grande in this. Another one, Supergirl. After Superman last year was a hit, I think the DCU, I'm safe to say, is in good hands with James Gunn. We're gonna have Jason Momoa return, not as Aquaman, but as Lobo. And from what we've seen from quick glimpses, he looks like he wears Lobo a lot better. But yeah, I'm hyped to see this, this Supergirl. We also have Clayface as well, another DCU project from James Gunn, well produced by him. But they're going to delve into body horror with this one. Another one coming out in Feb is Scream 7. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And even though at this point the Scream franchise is way past its heyday, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Scream will always have a special place in my heart in the horror genre, of course. And then, of course, we got a third Minions movie, I believe. Terrifier 4. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Apparently, it's going to be the last one and the big conclusion. Another one, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Tom Holland coming back for his fourth Spider-Man outing, and yeah, the first actor I believe to play the role that's actually made it beyond 3 movies. But yeah, that's coming out in the summer. And also another one I'm looking forward to is Avengers Doomsday. People are building up, well, they're building it up as this big event like Infinity War and Endgame were. But this is just the first part of a 2-part story, I believe, because, we got Secret Wars coming out not this Christmas, the Christmas after, because we got Avengers Doomsday coming out this Christmas. And it's a while yet because we're only just at the start of January. But I'm keen to see what they're going to do with this, how they'll wrap it round with Robert Downey Jr. in the role of Doctor Doom. Be interesting to see that. But yeah, there are other movies coming out, like another Hunger Games prequel. I lost interest after the original movies of that franchise. And we have Toy Story 5, which I don't think is necessary because it ended perfectly with Toy Story 3. We got another Ice Age. We got some good films coming out this year that I'm anticipating, and I've just said a number of them. So there you go. Those are movies that I am anticipating for this year in 2026. What movies and shows are you anticipating this year? Let me know all that down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description so you can check all that out. I've been Random Ross. This has been my most anticipated movies and TV shows for this year. So yeah, if you want to know what horror movies I'm anticipating, that'll probably be on my horror channel, which I've got linked down below in the cards above, so you can check all that out. So yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. Hope everyone's had a good Christmas and New Year. So yeah, let's see what the year's gonna give us. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye.